What's up gamers, Kaizur here, and today I wanted to go over something a little bit different than usual. Not a move, but more of a strategy that you can use to absolutely desolate the opponent's brains and give you a huge advantage in any Tekken match. I'm talking about a psychological trick that gets your opponent to see moves that you won't actually be using and mixing them up with a different one instead. And we'll be doing that with the power of the rule of 3. Now, before we go into the Tekken specifics, let's talk about the rule of 3 in general. The rule of 3 is a psychological concept that suggests people are more likely to recognize and remember patterns when they occur in groups of 3. This happens across different areas, like storytelling, marketing, and of course, in fighting games. In Tekken, you can use this concept to manipulate your opponent into thinking there's a pattern in your gameplay, when in reality, you're just mixing them up. Let me show you how this works. So imagine you're playing a match, and your opponent starts off with 2 jabs. Jab, jab. You decide to block because, it's just 2 jabs. But then he runs up and he does it again. Jab, jab. Now you notice this and you're like, okay, I see that for neutral, he likes to run up and jab, jab. The next time he runs up to me and he tries to jab me, I'm going to duck. I'm going to optimally punish this habit of his. And that, my friends, is when it's already too late. You have been got by the rule of 3. And that's because there is no habit here. You saw 2 separate instances and automatically assumed that the third would be the same. This is the logical fallacy that comes about because of the rule of 3. The player that knows this psychological trick will run up to you and launch you with the mid, right to the wall, and it's game over. Another great example of using this, and feel free to steal this, is after you do your combo and you have Oki. The first 2 times, make sure you go low. Use a sweep. And then the 3rd time, they're going to be ready. They're going to see this pattern of yours and be like, okay, this is the 3rd time. He's done this the past 2 times. I know he's going to do it again. And then when you break that cycle and you use a mid instead, you will absolutely break their minds. When playing against anyone else that doesn't understand this psychological trick, it will make them feel like they are always guessing wrong. They're always wrong, and they will give up before the match is even over. At the highest level, Tekken is just as much about psychology as it is about technical skill. The next time you're in a match, try using this idea and see how well it works for you. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's enough for me today. Later.